Mom, call Grandpa.
Remember, your grandfather was a police officer for 35 years. Remember, please, I raised you better.
No. Ma'am, you need to stay back for a second.
He was just crying.
Everything starts with a call to Grandpa, whose 35-year career as a cop is a big deal, emphasizing the respect for authority and good upbringing. Just when you thought it was a family reunion, it takes a sharp turn. Brace for it.
Mom, call Grandpa.
Remember, your grandfather was a police officer for 35 years. Remember, please, I raised you better.
Hello. Have you ever been pulled over for the tint before?
I haven't, but she has. This is her vehicle.
I've already gotten a ticket.
And here we go. A routine traffic stop about car tint begins, with the officer asking if they've been stopped for this before, setting the scene for what seems like a straightforward encounter. But guess what? It's about to get juicier.
Okay, I'm gonna give you back your insurance. I'll just run this. Do you have any issues with your license or anything like that?
No, sir.
Plot twist incoming. They chat about the car's tint, and the officer decides to remove the tint ticket from the record, showing some leniency or just regular procedure during the stop. Buckle up, the ride's getting bumpier.
Okay, that Zara person is the person that this... You want to try to get the passenger's ID too?
The front and back?
Could try. I'll walk up there with you.
The officer starts collecting basic info from the passengers, like names and plans for the day, which seems pretty standard for identity checking. But hang tight, there's more to this than meets the eye.
Do you have your ID with you? No, I was just asking whose car it is.
Now things are heating up. With a hint of suspicion, the officer asks for an ID from one of the passengers, diving deeper into the background checks. You won't believe what's coming up next. Keep your eyes peeled.
Well, there you go.
Ready to go grab her?
He says, grab her.
Did that just happen? A female passenger is asked to step out for more questioning, ramping up the suspicion, or maybe just for a more thorough check. The story unfolds with more twists. Stick around, you don't want to miss this.
Hey, Miss Percy, can you jump out for me, please?
What's wrong?
Do you have any weapons on you or anything like that?
No. What am I being arrested for? Can I be read my rights?
Yeah, 1 second. 2 seconds.
Mom, call Grandpa.
Wait, it gets wilder. A bombshell drops about a shooting at an apartment complex, and the female passenger is identified as a suspect, cranking up the stakes. The plot thickens. Can you guess what happens next?
Basically, there was...
21's going.
And you were identified as the... Well, that's beyond me. They've done been investigating it every day. They have video. So you want your phone? Give it to your mom?
Yeah.
Time for a quick commercial break. Yes, right in the middle of the drama, we have a sponsorship segment. But hey, bills gotta be paid. We'll be diving back into the chaos in just a bit.
Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this video. Now, how dare you speak that way of Morgan & Morgan? And second of all, see, Morgan & Morgan has completely modernized the personal injury claim process. You submit a claim, you sign contracts, you upload documents, you talk to your whole legal team, and you can text your legal team throughout your case as much as you want. They have 4,000 support staff.
Things just got real. The female suspect learns about her arrest and bond amount and gets a moment to talk to her mom, adding layers of personal and legal drama. As the emotions surge, watch out for the next clip. It's a tearjerker.
She will have a bond. I believe it's $2,500.
I have a question. Do you know where the shooting was?
The exact on the report.
Was it outside my apartment?
I mean, I wasn't there, so.
So, I'm pissed.
Grab the tissues. The suspect's mom delivers a heartfelt speech, emphasizing family love and the need for legal help, showcasing the deep personal impact of the situation. The emotional roller coaster isn't over. There's more to come.
Mom, get done.
Okay, listen.
There's one more. You still know.
I love you. Your baby loves you. He will be... Okay.
Back to the family roots. They dive deeper into discussions about family values, with reminders of the suspect's grandpa's police legacy, aiming to bring some sense of duty and propriety. The next moments bring an unexpected turn. Stay tuned.
I'll leave those on. Those are protection.
Well, they're gonna make them take you off.
They can't take
They
that.
have to.
No, they can't.
Please, when you go in there, don't act a fool. Remember, please, I raised you better.
Feel the tension in the air. Another pause in the investigation as the suspect is advised to handle the situation with respect and dignity, keeping up with the theme of authority and proper conduct. The finale is just around the corner. Get ready for it.
Apologies. You were busy when you came in, but there's a debrief for you. My passport. Answer that call.
I will. When you go in there, treat them with respect.
I know, yes, ma'am.
Even the smartphones are getting in on the action. The officers struggle with a broken smartphone, illustrating the challenges of modern policing and evidence gathering. What's next is even more baffling. Don't blink now.
And if I would have known y'all were looking for me, I would have, like, there's no problem with that. Like, I didn't even know. So, and the girl, she didn't tell me, like,
Push all units stand by guard and airport road.
there's two sides.
Coming from Central Florida Tag, Dublin, Victor, 4.
It all comes down to this moment. The scene wraps up with the officers discussing the suspect's claims and her interactions with other parties involved, deciding on the next steps in the investigation. The end is as dramatic as the beginning. Prepare to be shocked.
Literally, the car that just drove past me. So I literally got right behind the last car that I saw.
We can go.
Yep.
Can you believe this is just the beginning? At the very start of the video, the mood is already thick with anticipation as officers brace for what's coming. They discuss their readiness, clearly aware of the heavy situation about to unfold. Background music subtly plays, giving a cinematic feel to their serious preparations. You'll want to stay tuned because it only gets wilder from here.
What have you had to drink tonight? Huh? Are you sure about that?
We're en route to back a couple units at a domestic call.
Things are heating up, and not just a little. Officers get a call about a domestic disturbance and waste no time rushing to provide backup. They coordinate urgently, knowing every second counts. The approach is tense, and the background music mixed with applause adds a dramatic flair to the unfolding action. Buckle up. The escalation in the next scene is something to watch.
Yes, ma'am. No. Get away, ma'am. Come on. Ma'am, you need to stay back for a second. Ma'am, you need to stay back. Give me your...
Hold on to your popcorn. Things are getting loud and messy. The scene intensifies as officers try to calm a visibly distressed individual who is anything but quiet. They instruct them to stay put and stop yelling, trying to dial down the tension. The applause and ongoing musical score amplify the scene's drama. And just when you think you've seen it all, the next moment takes the cake.
Ma'am, do me a favor. Stop yelling and just do me a favor. Come over here and...
Well, hit me like that.
Did that just happen? Wow. At this critical juncture, one person is complaining about bleeding after a physical altercation, raising the stakes of the dispute. As they question the officer's actions and perceptions, the complexity and heated nature of the situation become evident. Dramatic music underscores the tense atmosphere. Strap in, because the next scene delivers even more fireworks.
Oh, they ain't supposed to be bleeding like that, eh? That's police brutality.
Why are you looking at me like this? I got her handcuffed already, so... Come here. I got this arm, Sarge. Get the other one. I got this one. You grab my hand.
As if it couldn't get any more heated, emotions boil over as insults fly thick and fast between the involved parties. Officers are pushed to their limits trying to maintain control and ensure everyone's safe. The raw emotions and tough job facing law enforcement in such volatile situations are starkly displayed. The intensity continues to ramp up, leading to even more jaw-dropping moments shortly.
I'm a bitch, you're a bitch.
You guys are doing it right. Mom!
Take care of her. They're not double. Bring your knees to your chest, okay? I'm gonna roll you on your knees, okay? So it's easier to get up, all right?
You won't believe the words flying around in this one. The argument intensifies as someone refuses to sit down, challenging the officers on their conduct and fairness. This exchange highlights the difficulties officers face in securing compliance in tense situations. Accusations and grievances are aired, revealing deep-seated issues at play. And guess what? The drama isn't over. There's more to come.
And then you got hit while you just stepped in between them?
it up. I'm sorry, that's my
So
daughter.
it wasn't an intention to hit you, or you just happened to...
Well, I want to break him up.
Well, I don't know why you did this to me.
I told you to put your hands on your back.
I did.
We're not going to argue about this right now.
I command your rights. Well, I don't know why you did this behind my back. Look at my nose.
So they're both going?
Yes. So they'll be...
As the night unfolds, things take a procedural turn. Discussions about legal repercussions and sobriety checks begin as officers address potential substance use, adding complexity to the night's events. They talk logistics, from detention to sobering up, outlining what comes next for those involved. Keep your eyes peeled. The upcoming twist is a real doozy.
That's why I was asking if you're going to be okay.
Well, you flinch your butt. You're hiding something in your pants. How much weed you got in your butt?
735.
We're gonna go ahead and...
You might want to sit down for this next bit. During a routine traffic stop, suspicions about marijuana use turn the heat up a notch. The officer probes the driver about recent drug consumption, entering a subplot of roadside drug enforcement. The tension is palpable as the officer demands honesty and compliance. Up next, things take a turn you definitely won't see coming.
Turn around, put your hands on the car for me. Well, you flinching your butt.
US 1 in front
Spread them
of
wider.
Medical Center.
You're hiding something in your pants. Lean up against the car right now. You want to try this again? Pretty kind of odd here that for some reason you're all kind of tensed up for no reason.
Man, I got weed in my butt.
You got weed in your butt. All right, put your hands behind your back.
Just when you think it can't get more intense, surprise, it does. The discovery of drugs hidden on an individual amps up the stakes, leading to a serious conversation about possible charges. This interaction underscores the severity of drug offenses and the weight of the consequences. The candid back and forth between the officer and the suspect marks a crucial point in the encounter. Don't go anywhere. The resolution is unexpected and quite telling.
You know that dope was in his butt, and you couldn't smell it in the car?
I smoke cigarettes, so of course it's going to have to smell.
There's a large difference between the smell of cigarette and marijuana.
Ending on a note you might not expect, this last segment brings a twist. The episode wraps up with the officer showing leniency, acknowledging the suspect's honesty, and opting to reduce the charges, closing out this intense episode with a lesson on consequences and the possibility of redemption. But don't relax just yet. The next episode promises new challenges and unexpected surprises, keeping you on your toes.
Feel me? You think I've been fair with you tonight? Not taking him to jail and charging him with light felony. Have you learned anything tonight?
Buckle up for this one. The body cam footage kicks off with a jaw-dropping view of the crime scene. A Wisconsin woman, Morgan Lund, has gone on a stabbing spree, attacking her boyfriend 19 times with scissors while he slept. The video shows the bloody aftermath, laying out the gravity of the incident in stark detail. You won't believe what happens next.
Body cam video shows the bloody crime scene that who's now in prison for stabbing her ex-boyfriend 12 times with scissors. 22-year-old Morgan intends in November for stabbing her ex and the father of her child 19 times while he was sleeping on the couch.
Brace yourself for more mayhem. We discover the perpetrator is Morgan Lund, a 22-year-old now behind bars. She was sentenced last November for brutally attacking her ex-boyfriend, the father of her child, capturing a chilling moment of personal and legal turmoil. The scene's severity is palpable, setting the stage for even more chaos to unfold, and the plot thickens. When officers arrive, they find the victim in a dire state, sprawled on the couch and pleading for help. Morgan, shockingly calm and covered in blood, stands nearby. This segment of the footage highlights the critical immediate response by law enforcement to this emergency. But hold on, there's more drama ahead.
Officers arrive to the scene to find the victim lying on the couch begging for help as Morgan stands near him covered in blood.
Right, is it just the three of you?
The officer then pulls Morgan to the side to get more information from her.
Just when you thought it couldn't get more intense, emergency personnel rush to treat the victim's wounds. The audio is partially muted, hinting at the sensitive content being handled. Morgan, visibly shaken, pleads to speak with her father, showcasing her emotional turmoil amidst the chaos. Keep watching, the twists keep coming.
Morgan can be seen visibly distraught.
Morgan, can you tell me a little bit more about you feel why are you saying no, reacting to right now? Are you just scared about the situation?
Here comes a creepy twist. Morgan reveals she was hallucinating, thinking she saw a mysterious figure, which triggered her to attack her sleeping ex-boyfriend. This confession introduces a possible mental health angle to her horrifying actions, crucial for understanding what drove her to violence. The story takes another turn with her brother's insight next.
I don't know, I was all confused. Like I thought I saw something that wasn't happening.
Shortly after, another officer takes photos of Morgan, whose hands appear to be covered in blood, where Morgan explains she had been suffering from hallucinations, adding she had an out-of-body experience during the incident.
I feel like somebody else. I feel like it's not even me.
if you had to physically describe what you were seeing.
Wait till you hear this part. As the police continue their investigation, they bring in Morgan's brother Ethan, who had a front row seat to the night's horrors, and was the one who dialed 911. His perspective sheds more light on the events and Morgan's peculiar behavior that evening. Strap in, the narrative deepens in the upcoming clip.
Another officer arrives on scene to speak with Morgan's brother Ethan, tells the officer he was sleeping when he heard Morgan and her ex.
I thought they were just fighting like normal, and it starts getting loud. What the hell?
Was he screaming back at her?
You might need a moment to digest this. Ethan discusses Morgan's mental state, suggesting her postpartum depression significantly altered her behavior. This revelation is key, linking her mental health directly to her violent outbreak, offering a layered view of her psychological battle. Just when you think you've heard it all, the backstory enriches.
Are they physical a lot? No, just verbal arguments a lot.
Ethan says he never saw the actual stabbing, only the aftermath.
You got all this splatter? It's on the kid toy over here too.
She's under arrest, and you have to take her to the police station. Tearfully pleads with officers, asking what will happen.
This segment really ties things together. We dive deeper into Morgan and her ex-boyfriend's rocky relationship, learning from Ethan that trouble was not unusual for them, though physical fights were rare. This discussion paints a fuller picture of the volatile relationship backdrop against which the stabbing occurred. The crescendo of this tragic tale is just around the corner.
So they basically broken up, but they're together at that house because. And how long has that been going on? That they've basically broken up and decided they're going their separate ways.
And while Ethan says he saw some Morgan's hand when she attacked her boyfriend, I couldn't narrow down what the weapon was.
Here's the grand finale. The video wraps up with Morgan being informed by an officer that her father secured a lawyer for her. She's then handcuffed and charged, marking the legal culmination of the documented events. This closing segment is as shocking as the opening, bringing full circle the dramatic and tragic events that unfolded. You'll want to stick around for the last bits of dialogue. They're heart-wrenching.
She was ultimately arrested for the violent slashing, charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide. According to court documents, Morgan's ex-boyfriend, who survived the incident, even threatening him in the past. He said he didn't know why she stabbed.
A police officer communicates urgently over the radio that a building with the code 707 is completely engulfed in flames, making it impossible to enter. Almost immediately, he receives information that there's a 3-year-old child trapped in a back bedroom, heightening the urgency of the situation.
707 is fully engulfed. I can't get in. There's a 3-year-old in the back bedroom.
Information about a child. You tell me what reports.
The officer arrives at the location of the trapped child, attempting to gain entry by breaking a window. He calls out, trying to communicate with anyone inside, but receives no response, only the chaos of the scene.
Back bedroom. I tried to smash out the window. You good? No. Hey, kid, are you in here? Hello?
3 PD, 63-4, door closure.
Dramatic moments unfold as the officer, now inside, calls out loudly for anyone present. He inquires about the child's name, seeking to establish a personal connection to encourage the child to respond. The tension is palpable as the background music intensifies.
Anyone in there, buddy? Come on, man! Come on, man! What's the kid's name? What's the kid's name? MJ! Michael! Hey, back up! Get out of here! Back up!
A critical moment occurs when the officer finally locates MJ and reassures him, quickly moving him towards safety. The officer's relief is evident when he confirms with his team that MJ is safe and asks them to back up to give them space.
MJ! Hey! You're right here, man! Did you get him?
Once MJ is secured, the focus briefly shifts to coordinating the child's exit from the building. The officer asks if MJ is all right and instructs him to come closer, a testament to the chaotic yet controlled rescue operation.
Think about that. Somebody give me some light. Go for it. Watch out. Break it. Buddy, watch out. He's right. Let's me hold it. Let's do it now. Come on.
The scene intensifies as another officer tries to reach more children inside the building. The urgency is clear in his voice as he instructs others to get up to the higher floors where the children might be located, culminating in his relieved exclamation, "I got oh my God," indicating another successful rescue.
He's trying to get him right now.
16 as well.
Get up there, Hawk. Get up there. I got him. Go the front. Go.
In a quieter, yet emotionally charged moment, a child named MJ is identified with full details, possibly Michael James, 3 years old, located in the back bedroom. This moment underscores the gravity and personal nature of the rescue operations, with the officers trying to keep track of the children's details amidst the chaos.
You okay, MJ, buddy? Yeah, he's crying. You're okay, MJ? You're good. Stop! He was just crying. His name's MJ, Michael James or something like that. 3 years old.
As the rescue operation continues, a heartfelt reunion occurs when a baby is safely handed over to their mother. The officer encourages the mother to quickly move to safety, highlighting the ongoing danger even amidst successful rescues.
Okay, and that's it, baby. Come on, mama. Come on, mama.
She was okay. She was.
Come on, baby. Come on, mama. Yes.
In the final moments of the video, another child is rescued, with officers quickly assessing her health condition. There's a powerful expression of gratitude from one of the officers, thanking God for the child's safety, capturing the emotional relief felt after the tense rescue operation.
She good? She breathing? She eating anything?
No, she haven't eaten anything. She was okay 1 minute ago.
10-4, it's gonna be one of our crews, Task Force 5, stand by, I'm trying to get in position.
Lord, I love you. Thank you. Over here.
Task Force 5, update us, please. We back to the ATV in the world.
What's wrong?
Do you have any weapons on you or anything like that?
No. What am I being arrested for? Can I be read my rights?
Yeah, 1 second. And you were identified as the one who was shooting.
I never shot.
Broward County Sheriff's Office. There's nowhere in the world you didn't hear us knocking at that door. Okay. Why didn't you guys come to the door? Why didn't you come to the door?
So, Jesse, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place you under arrest, okay? Because right now, I believe that you're impaired and you were behind the wheel of a motor vehicle getting ready to go get him, okay?
A routine traffic stop begins due to a car's window tint. The officer questions whether the driver has been previously stopped for this issue. The driver's response indicates confusion and a hint of frustration, acknowledging her awareness of the tint's legality. Just watch how this situation escalates next. Strap in, because things are about to get a lot more interesting.
Hello. Hi. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Just conducting a traffic stop because of the tint, okay?
Okay.
Have you ever been pulled over for the tint before?
No, but she has. This is her vehicle.
I've already gotten a ticket. I already gotten a ticket for accidentally because it was I bought the car like this was used. So I'm gonna remove the tint and I might put it hopefully later.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give you back your insurance and that. I'll just run this. Do you have any issues with your license or anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay, where are you headed to?
To take her to work and then go pick my husband up from work.
And what's your name, ma'am?
Jennifer.
Jennifer? Alrighty.
You won't believe what happens next. A critical moment unfolds as an officer instructs the passenger, identified as the mistress in the love triangle, to step out of the car. Tensions rise as she questions why she is being asked to step out, prompting a brief discussion about her rights and the reasons for the police's actions. The tension is about to rise even further. Stay tuned, it's just heating up.
Hey, Miss Percy, can you jump out for me, please? Stand back there.
What's wrong?
Do you have any weapons on you or anything like that?
No. What am I being arrested for? Can I be read my rights?
Yeah, 1 second. Just wait 2 seconds.
Hold on to your seats. This is where it gets spicy. The officer reveals the reason for the investigation: a shooting incident at an apartment complex. The suspect, present at the scene, is identified as possibly involved. The gravity of the situation escalates as the officer mentions the ongoing full investigation and supporting video evidence. The following part reveals even more about the case. You'll want to stick around for the next part.
Basically, there was
21's got one, 10's
an apartment complex, and you were identified as the one who was shooting.
I never shot.
Well, that's beyond me. They've done a full investigation. They've been investigating it every day. So that you want your phone? Just making sure. Give it to your mom?
Yeah, can I talk to my mom real quick? Can you slow us down? Mom, can you just answer the phone for any jail calls, okay? When 386-888 calls, answer
This part is crucial. Keep watching. Discussion about the legal process follows, with the officer explaining the bond amount and addressing further procedural questions. This offers a glimpse into the procedural norms and the suspect's imminent legal challenges. The emotional impact is just around the corner.
She will have a bond. I believe it's $2,500.
I have questions. Do you know the shooting, where the shooting was?
They do. The exact on the report.
Was it outside my apartment?
I mean, I wasn't there, so.
If so, I'm pissed.
I don't know the exact details.
She's telling me to call her.
She's just the registered owner of the vehicle, so.
Yeah, she's my daughter. I'm her mom.
Things are about to get even more emotional. Emotions peak as the suspect's mother is involved in a heartfelt conversation. The suspect expresses confusion and distress about the allegations against her. This moment underscores the personal impact of the legal entanglements on the suspect and her family. Watch how the complexity unfolds next. Next up, more twists.
Mom, get down,
Okay, listen, I don't know what's going on. I love you, your baby loves you, he will be fine.
I need you to stay on
Okay, I am, okay. Okay.
It's you, David.
Okay.
Call him.
Things are about to get even more tangled. A revelation comes to light about the ownership of the vehicle and the legalities concerning firearms possession. This discussion illuminates the complexities and responsibilities tied to vehicle ownership and carrying weapons, pertinent to the case's context. The plot thickens in the next clip. Buckle up. The roller coaster isn't over yet.
To anybody recently about this incident?
I didn't know she was involved, but the other night there was a shooting over by our area, and that's why I said, was it around my house? Because they didn't know who did it.
Are you the registered owner of the vehicle?
No, she is.
We just want to make sure the firearm's supposed to be in the trunk of the vehicle.
I would be pissed if
Well,
so. I
that's
hate
why
guns.
Did you catch that detail? The police discuss the logistics of their pursuit and observation of the suspect's movements. This part of the conversation highlights the officers' efforts to piece together the suspect's actions and their implications for the investigation. The next part reveals a shocking confession, and believe me, you haven't heard the half of it yet.
Saw him?
No, did he saw it?
He drove right past us. He keyed up on tack. I'm trying to think how it got past me. Because it hit.
Do a U-turn? Or it came out?
It hit the Ridgewood, and I was right there. You saw me. He drove right past me.
That's weird.
This confession changes everything. The suspect admits to firing a gun but claims it was in self-defense. She asserts that her action was a response to feeling threatened, not an intent to harm, adding a layer of complexity to the case regarding self-defense laws and the justification of her actions. Keep watching. The aftermath is coming up next, and just when you think it can't get any crazier, just wait.
You give them their IDs and stuff?
Yeah, are they? We're not looking through the car or anything?
She said she gave the gun back to her sugar daddy. And she just told me that she didn't shoot at the girl, she shot her in the air. She was scared the girl was going to beat the shit out of her.
Can you believe this chaos? Neighbors report hearing a woman screaming for help at the top of her lungs, like a horror movie gone real. This triggers a swift and urgent response from the authorities, who rush to the scene with body cameras rolling. This early snapshot sets a grim tone for what's unfolding. Stay tuned, because it just ramps up from here.
2459 up there, we all heard this girl screaming bloody murder, help me.
Troubling body camera footage foreshadows the murder of 33-year-old Kyla Arce when first responders are called to her home just 1 month before her boyfriend allegedly killed her.
What's your first name?
Kyla.
Spell it for me.
K-Y-L-A-A-R-C-E.
Whoa, K-Y-L-A.
Things start to get really dicey here. We meet Paul Henry DiGiacinto, the 32-year-old boyfriend of Kyla, who's later pinned as the alleged evil man who eliminated her. The incident is said to have occurred at his parents' place, adding layers of family drama to the mix. As the plot thickens, you won't believe what happens next in this tangled web.
Authorities say this man, 32-year-old Paul Henry DiGiacinto, shot and killed Arce at his parents' home in Coral Springs, Florida. Officials say DiGiacinto also tried to kill his father, attempting to shoot him and smother him with a pillow.
All right, grab your popcorn because the tension is palpable. As police arrive post-murder, DiGiacinto isn't coming out without a fight, leading to a nail-biting standoff. This tense showdown lasts over an hour, displaying the serious grit of our law enforcement. The chilling discovery that follows will make your spine tingle.
When officials arrived on the scene, DiGiacinto refused to come out of his parents' house. After more than an hour, the standoff ended when DiGiacinto was taken into custody. Once they entered the home, investigators found Arce in the living room. She was pronounced dead on the scene. Officials say DiGiacinto shot and killed her.
You'll be scratching your head at this one. Flashback to a month prior, when deputies were called to the couple's shared home after neighbors reported hearing terrifying screams. This glimpse into the past reveals a disturbing pattern of behavior and throws major red flags about the safety within those walls. Up next, see how the authorities handled it at the moment.
More than a month before all this, deputies were called to the townhouse Arce and DiGiacinto shared in nearby Pompano Beach.
The woman screamed, "Help me, bloody murder," basically.
I opened the door
and opened the door, and then she got back in, closed the door, and you hear tons of stuff screaming,
knocking around. Sounds like there's a struggle going on inside, basically.
There's a big struggle going on.
Over there? Yes.
Yeah.
Broward County Sheriff's deputies responded to the townhouse on September 17th after multiple neighbors reported disturbing screams coming from the couple's home.
The guy just left. He came out of there. I took a picture of his car. Oh, he left? Him driving out. Yeah, no, I took a picture of his license plate.
And the plot thickens. Deputies are at the door, knocking persistently to check on the couple's well-being. Despite their repeated efforts, there's no answer, which cranks up the mystery and concern about what's really happening inside. The reaction from the neighbors adds even more intrigue to the story.
First responders on the scene make their way to the couple's door and begin knocking.
Broward County Sheriff's Office.
With multiple sheriff's deputies on the scene, these same moments are caught on body camera recordings from different angles.
Broward County Sheriff's Office.
From the horse's mouth, listen to this. A neighbor shares their fears about DiGiacinto, indicating his intimidating behavior has the whole block on edge. This community insight adds a whole new layer to the ongoing domestic saga. What the deputies do next is critical and a bit of a shocker.
Do you hear it still in your apartment or not? You're at the door, so open it up. I can hear you at the door.
Open the door, it's the sheriff's office.
All right, due to exigent circumstances, we're 10-4. Due to exigent circumstances, if we have to go ahead and break the door down or get someone with the key to open the door, we will. We just need to find out if everybody's okay.
Things are about to get real. Law enforcement decides they've had enough waiting around. After repeated failed attempts to get a response, deputies make the bold move to break down the door to ensure everyone's safety. This decisive action is driven by concern for the occupants inside. The revelation inside is nothing short of dramatic.
As the knocking continues, a neighbor can be heard, telling sheriff's deputies he's scared of the man inside.
That guy, he scares the shit out of me.
Do you hear it still in your apartment or not?
You're at the door, so open it up. Every day. I can hear you at the door.
Open the door, it's the sheriff's office.
After about 10 minutes of banging on the door, sheriff's deputies plan to break it down.
Exigent circumstances. Somebody yelling in there. They said they heard this and that. Have you heard anything since you got here? Yeah, they come up to the door and they kind of, you can hear it. You can hear them pressing up against. They're probably looking at you right now.
Talk about a dramatic entrance. After the door is finally breached, both Kyla and DiGiacinto emerge from the garage, looking bewildered and caught off guard. The deputies don't hold back, confronting them about their lack of response and highlighting the seriousness of the situation. But wait, the aftermath reveals even more twists.
It's only after the front door is broken down that both Arce and DiGiacinto come out of their garage.
Dispatch, make note that they basically was inside the house. Once they saw it breached, they came out the garage door.
Immediately, deputies call them out, saying there's no way they didn't hear their 10 minutes worth of knocking.
There's no way in the world you didn't hear us knocking at that door.
Throw the keys down. Throw the keys down.
You got any guns, knives, weapons, anything on you we need to know about? Nothing at all?
At all.
Okay.
Why didn't you guys come to the door?
Why didn't you come to the door?
The final kicker in this wild ride. The video wraps up by noting that just 36 days after these recorded incidents, DiGiacinto allegedly took Kyla's life. He now faces charges of murder, attempted murder, and resisting arrest with violence. This last note links back to the severe legal repercussions stemming from the tragic events captured on body cam. And believe it or not, the case only deepens from here as it unfolds in court.
Just 36 days after this video was recorded, DiGiacinto allegedly shot and killed Arce. He now faces charges of murder, attempted murder, and resisting arrest with violence. Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Can you believe this is just the start? A man is approached by law enforcement as there have been concerns reported about his safety. Officers check on him to ensure he is okay. Just wait, it gets more intriguing.
What's up?
Not much.
Some people had called and they said that they saw you walking. They were just concerned that you were going to get his. Everything all right?
Yeah, I was supposed to be waiting for my wife to come pick me up.
26.
And I have freaking asthma and I can't breathe. And she lives down by that store, so I had to walk.
I'll be out with that mail just north of 9562. 9562.
At the store. She lives down there.
What's your wife's name?
Jesse Stevens.
Okay. You guys are married?
No, we're engaged.
Okay. And she's supposed to be coming to pick you up?
She said that I've been calling our caller 30 times. She was answering, so I was...
Here's where the tension starts to build. The man reveals he and his wife had an argument, leading him to walk away. He expresses frustration over his wife not picking him up despite multiple calls. Keep watching. What happens next is startling.
Where are you coming from?
Me and her got into an argument.
Okay.
And no one hit each other or nothing like that. We just got into an argument, and I took off walking down here. And she said she's gonna come and get me.
You want me to call you a squad to come check you out?
I want her to get here.
I'll tell you what, how about I call one, they can come check you out. If you don't want to go to the hospital, you don't have to, but at least they can check your vitals, make sure you're good to go. If they need to give you a breathing treatment or something like that, they can maybe take you to the hospital or they can give you a breathing treatment.
Things take a slight pause here for a sponsored message. The scene shifts to a sponsored message from Morgan & Morgan, emphasizing the support they offer through modernized legal processes accessible via phone. But stick around, the drama resumes shortly.
Okay, we want to thank Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this body cam video. I mean, I think it's pretty clear from the body cams that we cover that it's not always safe out there. When you're hurt, it can be confusing. It can be scary. You don't really know where to turn. Well, Morgan & Morgan is actually the largest injury law firm in America. They're going to make it super easy for you. They have completely modernized the process because you submit a claim, you sign contracts, you upload documents, you talk to your whole legal team all on your phone. That's it.
Did you see that coming? The officer discusses the situation with the man's wife, who appears to be in distress and struggling with the vehicle. She denies being under the influence of any substances. What follows might catch you off guard.
Don't fall over me.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
So I have Marcel in my car. Somebody called in. They were afraid he was walking down 638. They were afraid he was going to get hit.
Yeah, I couldn't get this thing to start. I was trying to come and get him.
Okay. Why couldn't you get it to start?
I don't know. It's a piece of crap.
Is he allowed to be here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't breathe.
You're good, man.
Are you okay?
I offered to get him a squad. He said he thinks he's having an asthma attack.
Oh.
Notice the tension here? The wife exhibits signs of distress and disorientation, leading to further suspicion of her condition. She insists on her sobriety, despite visible stumbling and incoherent speech. You won't believe what happens next.
Come here. It's okay. Breathe. I'm taking you. This thing is a piece of crap. Oh, I bit my tongue.
Jesse, have you had anything to drink today?
No.
You been doing any drugs or anything like that?
No, I can tell you she hasn't. We just got into an argument.
No. Okay, because ever since you stepped out of the car, you've been stumbling. You're slurring your words. So.
Oh, no. I'm not on anything. No.
Do me a favor, look up. Okay.
Watch how the plot thickens. The officer decides to conduct field sobriety tests based on the wife's behavior and physical symptoms indicating potential impairment. The outcome will leave you hanging.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
I'm going to offer you to do some field sobriety tests.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to participate in them?
Sure.
Okay. Because right now, I'm not too sure you should be driving. Okay.
Okay.
Just based on what I'm seeing. Sir, if you want to stand off to the side and watch, that's fine. If you want to just go inside or do whatever. Here, man.
Please have it.
You drop this.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
It's 2468, man. I bit this out of my tongue.
Things are heating up now. During the field sobriety tests, the wife struggles with balance and coordination, leading the officer to suspect impairment further. The conclusion of this test is a must-see.
Okay. All right, Jesse. Now what I want you to do, go ahead and turn around again. What I want you to do, put your feet together like you had them, hands down at your sides. When I tell you to begin, I'm going to have you lean your head back like this. Gently close your eyes. And when you think that 30 seconds has passed, I want you to lean your head up, open your eyes, and say stop. Okay? So when I say begin, just lean your head back, gently close your eyes, and when you think 30 seconds has passed, I want you to lean your head up, open your eyes, and say stop.
You can feel the climax approaching. The wife fails the sobriety tests, and the officer places her under arrest for impaired control of a vehicle. She is informed about the reasons for her arrest based on her performance during the tests. The next part adds even more to the story.
So, Jesse, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place you under arrest, okay? Because right now, I believe that you're impaired, and you were behind the wheel of a motor vehicle getting ready to go get him, okay?
So what does that mean, sir?
I can get 2 fingers in there, okay? So just leave your hands together like that, palms facing each other. This means she's going to go to the jail with me. Okay.
This moment is pivotal. A search is conducted to ensure no dangerous items are on the wife before she is placed in the police vehicle. The discussion continues about the logistical details of her arrest. The tension doesn't stop here. What's next is critical.
Do you have anything on you that I need to be worried about? No. Okay. I'm just going to check your pocket here. I'm going to use the back of my hand to check your front pockets. Just car keys. Okay. Go ahead and have a seat for me. Do you want the car keys left here?
Well, I don't really know. I'm not really sure.
Okay. Well, they're on you, so I'm just going to leave them with you then, okay? Watch your leg. Marcel, here's the deal.
Here's where external factors come into play. The officer discusses the situation with the homeowner, confirming that the wife was not supposed to drive and was likely under the influence, further justifying the charges. The discussion about Marcel's fate is just around the corner.
I mean, he's a control freak. He won't even get a job because he tends to be away from her. He wants to have her right under his thumb where he can watch every move she makes.
Okay.
And, yeah, I know that she might smoke some weed. I don't know. But,
well, she's got some white powder residue in her nose too, so.
Oh gosh.
I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I have to inquire a little bit further about that.
So why are you taking her in?
Because she was behind the wheel. She said she was getting ready to leave to go pick him up. She had the keys in the car, so it's going to be a physical control. It's similar to an OVI.
Can you feel the stakes rising? The officer and the homeowner discuss the arrangements for the man, Marcel, who needs to find a place to stay as he is unwelcome at the home due to past issues. The developments that follow will surely grab your attention.
I don't know where you're going to go
I can call
or
for somebody.
where you can go.
Okay, I'll call for my brother to come pick me up.
I mean, there's a park right here. You're more than welcome to walk to the park and hang out there.
I don't know where all my stuff is, so I can make sure if it's here, she can maybe bring it to me whenever she gets out or whatever happens.
I'm okay with that. You can come back here. Right here in her pocket. Does he want them left?
Yes, that's in her pocket. They'll be up there.
As we near the end, the intensity doesn't wane. Final arrangements are made for Marcel to collect his belongings and ensure he leaves the property, with law enforcement available to oversee the process if necessary. Don't go anywhere. The wrap-up is revealing.
But he wants to make sure that you know you're not supposed to be here unless he says so.
Okay.
So
this is his, by the way. I'm going to leave my report. This is not mine.
Okay. Can you check and see who that mail's on paper with? Give them a 19. See what they want us to do. So I go knock on the door, no answer. Door flies open on the suburb. And she's like, "Hey, sir. What's going on, Jesse?" She's like, "I was just getting ready to go pick Marcel up." Like, slurring her words bad.
We're reaching a critical juncture. The officer prepares to transport the wife to the station, speculating about the presence of drugs based on her physical symptoms and the residue observed. The final pieces of this complex puzzle are about to fall into place.
Jesse, are you on paper?
No.
You're not? Okay. Didn't you just get out of prison not too long ago, or did you?
About 9 months ago.
You just did all your time?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming up. I didn't know what I had at first. They started talking. I was just like, just send me somebody else because I thought I was going to have more of an issue. Yeah. Thank you, Robin.
Buckle up for this one. The body cam video captures the immediate aftermath of a jaw-droppingly violent crime in Wisconsin. Morgan Lund, a 22-year-old woman, is shown having stabbed her ex-boyfriend 19 times while he was asleep. The scene is pure chaos and completely blood-stained, painting a stark picture of the attack's severity. You'll want to keep watching because the drama escalates from here.
Body cam video shows the aftermath of a bloody crime scene at the home of a Wisconsin woman who's now in prison for stabbing her ex-boyfriend more than a dozen times with a pair of scissors. Morgan Lund was sentenced in November for stabbing her ex and the father of her child 19 times while he was sleeping on the couch.
Prepare for goosebumps. Officers arrive at the scene to find the victim sprawled on the couch, visibly in distress and begging for help. Nearby stands Morgan, shockingly covered in blood, contributing to the horrifying visual of the crime scene. The urgency and tension fill the air as officers scramble to piece together what happened. Hold tight. Morgan's next words are a doozy.
Officers arrive to the scene to find the victim lying on the couch begging for help as Morgan stands near him covered in blood.
All right, is it just the three of you? Okay. The ambulance is downstairs.
The officer then pulls Morgan to the side to get more information from her as the victim continues pleading for help.
Have you got shoes or something you can...
No, they're downstairs.
Okay.
You might not believe your ears here. During a critical exchange with the police, Morgan appears deeply confused and extremely distressed. She struggles to communicate coherently, repeatedly mentioning that she thought she saw something or someone during the attack. Her emotional turmoil is heartbreakingly evident as she attempts to explain her bewildering actions. Next up, we dive deeper into her troubled mind.
Oh my God. What is your name?
Morgan Lund. L-U-N-D.
It's unclear when, but during this time, emergency crews seemingly tend to Morgan's ex-boyfriend's injuries. Morgan can be seen visibly distraught while begging the officer to let her speak with her father.
Morgan, can you tell me a little bit more about...
No.
No? And why is that? Do you feel... Why are you saying no? I don't understand what you're reacting to right now.
This part is straight out of a thriller. Morgan tells the officer that she launched the attack under the belief that she was confronting a black blob or some mysterious figure. She recounts her experiences as though they were vivid hallucinations, hinting at severe mental health issues. Brace yourself. Her brother's insights add even more layers to this tragic tale.
And you what?
I finally fell asleep and I was seeing all these weird things.
But you don't remember coming back out, but you do remember seeing something.
It was like in my head though, and it wasn't real. I didn't know what was happening.
Can you describe for me what you saw?
It was like, I don't know, it was like something black.
Did you get the scissors away?
No, it's still there.
And then he was like...
This twist might make your head spin. Ethan, Morgan's brother, shares his perspective on the events leading up to the attack. He describes waking to disturbances from another room and making the split-second decision to dial 911. His account sheds light on the chaotic night and Morgan's erratic behavior. But wait, the plot thickens with her imminent arrest.
As Morgan continues to speak with police, another officer arrives on scene to speak with Morgan's brother Ethan, who was staying the night at the couple's home on the night of the stabbing and called 911. Ethan, while holding Morgan's crying child, tells the officer he was sleeping when he heard Morgan and her ex in what he thought was another verbal argument.
Was he screaming back at her?
It was kind of like a, get off me, help. I just got like.
And that was him saying that?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
And open the door. They're on top of each other.
What do you mean on? They both were on top of each other?
He was like on top of her trying to take the knife out of her hand or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Just when you thought it couldn't get more intense, as the reality of the situation sinks in, Morgan is informed by the police that she is under arrest. This moment marks a pivotal turn, as she begins to grasp the gravity of her actions and the impending legal consequences. Don't go anywhere. The interrogation that follows is nothing short of revealing.
Shortly after, Morgan's placed in cuffs and taken to the police station, where her brother Ethan is already in an interview room and gave a written statement to police.
So you guys all kind of came home around the same time?
Yeah, but I never saw him.
They in their bedroom? Or?
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure he's sleeping on the couch.
Do you know why he's sleeping on the couch? Or?
Just because they're arguing, I'm guessing.
Okay. So they're arguing a lot then, or?
I don't know, I think they're just breaking up or something, but they only argue, like...
The suspense is real in this interrogation room. Morgan is read her Miranda rights in a police interrogation room and grapples with whether to request a lawyer's presence. Visibly shaken, she seeks advice from her father over a tense phone call, which underscores her distressed state. The conclusion of this case is just around the corner.
At this point, Morgan is now in a police interrogation herself, being read her Miranda rights. After the detective asks Morgan if she wants a lawyer present, Morgan again asks the detective if she can call her father, who advises on the phone to hold tight.
And you're not yourself. You're not yourself. You didn't do this on purpose.
I did it on purpose.
Was he sleeping?
I don't know. I was like half asleep.
I know. Were you having a dream?
Yeah, it was like I was having a dream and then I was like half awake.
Yeah.
And then I woke up again and I was like half asleep.
As we reach the climax, pay close attention to the final details. The video concludes with an overview of the legal proceedings that followed the gruesome incident. Morgan, initially charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide, later pleaded no contest to aggravated battery and endangering safety. She was handed a 7-year prison sentence, reflecting the crime's severity and its profound impact on all involved. What a roller coaster of emotions and legal drama.
The body cam video ends with the officer telling Morgan her father had gotten a hold of an attorney. She was ultimately arrested for the violent slashing and at the time charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide. According to court documents, Morgan's ex-boyfriend, who survived the incident, told police she had been physically abusive throughout the duration of their relationship, even threatening him in the past. Morgan initially pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity back in March, but later pleaded no contest to aggravated battery and second-degree endangering safety. In November, a Wisconsin judge sentenced her to 7 years behind bars plus 5 years of extended supervision.